Jumi, March for Women 2017. Now we are in the center of London. What should the women now achieve in Britain in 2017 in this present?
Now women should achieve unity and listening skills. We want to be heard, which is amazing, and we need to continue to do that, but I think we also need to make sure we're hearing each other's voices, so that way we can make a unified sound and have one message that's very clear going forward into politics, into finance, into industries, into centres and places and sections that we don't have the support we need. It's important that we have one unified message, but that requires us all to listen to one another. People, from women from different communities, black, Asian, Muslim, cis, transgender, disabled women, women in the deaf community, we need to hear each other and hear the issues that affect each and every single one of us individually and see where we are unified, because where we're unified, we're the strongest. And that's what we need to do, come together.
Nevertheless, she persisted. Nevertheless, she persisted. Nevertheless, she persisted.
But many people say that Britain is a country for women. So, what do you think about it?
I agree and disagree. Britain is a country for women, but I disagree that it is for women's strength. Rape culture here in the UK is wow. That's what, like W-O-W, it is wow. It is so strong and it's so engraved that it is something that is very hard to unpick and unweave from societies, you know, like from colloquialism, so from slang, from speech, from society's expectations, from humor. Even, you know, you have comedians who use rape culture as jest. Now that doesn't show me a country that is for women. You know, if we look at things like in the workplace, there are certain things that a certain standard a woman must attain. While she may have some like tiny little bits of advancements, there are a lot of hindrances upon her. So it's important that we understand that whilst Britain has become a society and a country for women, there was a lot of greater work that needs to be done. Yeah.
And Trump's America?
Yeah.
Is it a country for women?
Trump's America is not a country for women. It is a country for those who want to oppress, who want to break down, who want to destroy, and who want to overrun. And women, we have always been people who are interested in the betterment of all, not just one, but all. And Trump's America is not for all, but it's for 1%, the 1%, the people who have power now and want to maintain in power, the people who once had power and now want it back. That's Trump's America. And hopefully, we say we have Theresa May, which is a fantastic thing. But again, it would be great to have her voice louder and clearer here in the UK, in the States and in Europe with regards to women's rights, equality and unifying marginalised voices within the female community so that we can all be heard. One message, as I said. That's what I believe.
Ellen, Robin and Jace, what is still to achieve now for women in Britain?
Well, equal pay. We get 18% less pay. Also, general, you know, infringement of your space. Like, as a woman, you get catcalled literally every day. That should end. Yeah. What else should end? Less rape, less abuse.
I mean, no rape would be lovely.
Actually, yeah, no rape would be great.
And that's for both genders.
Yeah, and also an end to rape culture as a whole, where boys are taught that it's sort of okay to infringe upon a woman's space. That's not okay.
An end to the assumption that women owe you their bodies, that you have a sense of ownership over other people, full stop, you know, regardless of genders, and an end to the idea of a sort of transactional romance almost. Like, if I do this for you, you are obligated to do this for me, and I think that contributes a lot to a rape culture as well. And that's a big thing to get away with, get rid of even.
More and better paid maternity and paternity leave, and equality in maternity and paternity leave, because that's such a You need both parents there. Both parents need the opportunity to go back to work. Both parents need the opportunity to stay with the child. And while that's unbalanced, that's not equality.
I mean, what is it that fathers get? Like 2 weeks? It's something ridiculous, whereas women get months of, maternity leave, and fathers get like 2 weeks. Yeah.
I think it was one of my friends was saying you get, I can't remember where it was Eastern Europe, Hungary I think it was, they get 2 years paid maternity leave and fathers get absolutely nothing, and that's entirely wrong. It's all over the world, that's a problem, and yeah.
It's just that sort of leads into gender roles, doesn't it? Yeah. The assumption that women should be the ones in the kitchen and looking after the child and men should be out there working. That's still a problem. People still think that, and that's reflected in a lot of the laws that we still have right now. So yeah, we need to change that enormously.
But many people say that Britain is a country for women. How do you reply?
Well, it's a country where we have a lot more rights than a lot of other countries, but you mustn't mistake privilege and equality. We're a lot closer to equality here than we are a lot of places in the world, but that's not privilege. Someone losing their superiority does not mean that the people getting more are being it's not a privilege. It's equality, that's all we need. And the entire,
one should not feel especially grateful that one is not being trodden on as often as one used to be. Like, to put it bluntly.
As often as people in other less privileged countries. Like, we fully acknowledge our privilege. We are very lucky to be living in Britain today. It's one of the best places to be as a woman and as a person, frankly.
It doesn't mean we have equality.
No,
and
equality is still a long way away.
And that's still worth fighting for here and everywhere else.
Yes, yes.
Carl and Rachel, girls just want to have fundamental rights. Okay, now what are you aiming? What do you want to achieve as women in today's Britain?
Gender equality, equal pay.
Yeah, that's why we're here today, just to raise awareness for it and get everybody supporting it.
Yeah.
Because many people say that this country is for women, that women are even maybe privileged in this country. What do you think?
I think it's definitely better than it used to be in history, back in history, but no, it's still got a long way to go.
Definitely not equal yet.
Yeah.
No, definitely not yet. Yeah.
Gender pay gap's still a thing, and gender roles shouldn't exist. Lots of
still
stuff.
Very much around.
Yeah. And we still want to raise awareness for the refugees and women in other countries as well. Yeah.
It's a strange thing.
You're stopping me doing my job. I read that the minimum wage is $18